It also shouldn't be controversial for parents to know what their children are being taught in school about relationships. Patients should know when hospitals are talking about men or women. And we shouldn't get bullied.
Welcome to Breaking News Wahala, the news this hour. A trendy video had just appeared on social media where the Prime Minister of the UK has gave his 2 cents on gender and sexuality. Rishi Sunak said a man should be a man and a woman should be a woman. Hospitals and schools should not be confused when it comes to gender. A lot of people have so many things to say about the said matter. With me today again is our founder, Mr. Kelechi Achafo, to give his 2 cents on this current matter. Welcome, Mr. Kelechi. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you doing, Jimmy?
I'm fine, thank you. Here in Toronto, we are having an amazing day and an amazing time. Your Prime Minister in the UK said that a man is a man, a woman is a woman. People need not to be confused on gender, identity, and sexuality.
It also shouldn't be controversial for parents to know what their children are being taught in school about relationships. Patients should know when hospitals are talking about men or women. And we shouldn't get bullied. And we shouldn't get bullied into believing that people can be any sex they want to be. They can't. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. That's just common sense.
What do you think is the implication of this statement in a place like the UK? And how has it impacted the UK since he made the statement?
Now, what's the word? I just feel like Rishi Sunak is trying to be political. You know, his party is the Conservative Party. So the parties are known to be harsh, or what's the word? Rather, they are tough on immigration laws, tough on LGBT. They are meant to be conservative. That means they are the old people. They are not bound to be liberal. They are not bound to welcome new ideas. So Rishi Sunak is trying to appeal to his people who voted for the Conservative Party that, okay, because a coming election next year, beginning of next year, 2024, I think that's even January. I think I need to confirm, but I know there's an election happening in 2024, which members of parliament will be re-elected again, which will form the new government. So he's planning to boost the chance of the Conservative. But one thing that Rishi Sunak fails to understand is that the LGBT is a quite significant voting bloc. Although, are they? I'm still confused about that because, Jimmy, the funny thing is that I'll try to be as clean and as open as possible here. To me, I feel like Rishi Sunak should have focused more on other pressing issues, especially as a politician. You focus on things that are more pressing, which is, let's say, like cost of living, which is killing people over there in the UK, including me, who just joined, electricity, even storm, and also building structures, architecture, jobs, which obviously I hope that it could focus more on that, because I would say this administration has been a failure in the provision of jobs. I think everything they rely on is money from immigration, trying to increase money for visas, trying to increase money for healthcare. It has been more of a massive shame, as much as I would call it.
Let us also talk about immigration. When we talk about immigration, how about international students? How is immigration on international students there in the UK?
It's obviously very horrible. What they care about is you pay money, and pay more money. The fact that what's the word, international students, your tuition is about £15,240 is quite very, very questionable. It should be questioned. Like, it is so annoying. Like, the Home Office should try better. And it's not the university. I'm sure every university in the UK would want to give education for free. Would want to also make education the barest minimum, and it makes it very, very interesting. It keeps them in business. But obviously, the Home Office wants you to pay more. And the fact that your tuition gets increased by 5% every single year too makes it rather wonder that is this not just like a rip-off? Exactly. Most especially if your system is built, because the UK system, the UK educational system, when the Home Office questions you, it's meant to be built on the fact that after studying you should go back home. or you should go back to your country and apply what you've been taught. But if you want them to go back home and apply what is taught, don't let that make it seem like we're trying to siphon them or trying to take money from them to enjoy the UK system of government or blend into the UK system of government. Make it feel like it's a way like, okay, fine. It's more of like a study where people come to study and they go back home. It's rather very, very annoying and quite challenging and depressing. But immigration is one issue. People have been complaining, at least international students, when it's even a legal way, it's even the right to pay all the subcharge, the healthcare cost. I had to pay almost was to $2,700 and something dollars or $800. I think about $2,800. Let's just wrap it up at that for their healthcare system. Healthcare that I might never even have to even use. It took me almost 3 weeks to even get registered with a GP because I'm not someone who falls sick. I have no history of illness or something. I can't even remember the last time I had to treat myself for any major illness apart from maybe malaria and typhoid. And over here, there's no mosquitoes. So, Chimezie, there are a lot of things to factor into this thing. Immigration is one thing that you need to unpack. That one is a different issue. But circling it back to this, men will be men, women will be women. I think for me, I feel like Rishi Sunak is just being a comedian to me. In the 21st century, even if you live under a rock, you will learn to agree that trans people are here to say there's something called the transgender. There's something called there are people, individuals called transgender, and they are valid. They are here to stay. Whether we like it or we might have different opinions about them, we have mixed opinions, but they are here to stay. They are people who, so I don't know what this means by a man is a man, a woman is a woman, probably trying to make it feel like maybe if you open the wider text is that, should trans men or trans women be allowed to play in women's sports? And that was another debate entirely.
But in this video, we see the Prime Minister talk specifically about hospitals and schools. Don't you think when it comes to hospitals, where they need biology to be able to identify a male and female, that the Prime Minister has a valid point? For example, if you were coming in and you were calling in an emergency and you needed to really talk about the identity of this individual, maybe it's a woman and you need to say a woman is heavily pregnant or she's going through messes. There are some things that biology you need to depict the biological term of the individual.
But biology also tells that some people come with both sexes. Isn't Rishi Sunak just being ridiculous? What would you say about an intersex person that has both or worse the word, organs of a male and a female? I think Rishi Sunak was just being ridiculous. In my own terms, it's another debate. Like I said, it's a different debate entirely. If we're trying to debate transgender, maybe playing men's sport, it's a different debate entirely. Some people tell you yes, some will say no, some big women's side. We know some of the other debates that that one is something maybe that it's debatable these days and people just bring it. But when you try to make it seem like they try, because what Rishi Sunak's attack was statement is like a direct attack at the trans people, that they should not be, because the first foundation of recognizing trans people are hospitals and schools. And whether you like it or not, they must be recognized in hospitals and schools. If you have changed there are laws that are made that you can switch sexes. So if you switch sexes, you must be recognized. So, like I said, Rishi Sunak is just being ridiculous to me. That's what I would call it to me. It's being ridiculous and just being absurd. Like I said, if the debate was something else, you can focus on that and try to post toward maybe bring down facts and figures. But the fact in this case remains fact that transgender people, they are recognized people. You have the right to change your sex. And it is written there, plain, simple, and clear. So when you tell schools and hospitals not to be confused, no, it's not about them being confused. It's just about them recognizing the law, that the law supports trans people. The law supports people being recognized as trans. So it's no longer male, female anymore. We say that male and male, female and female. No, it's amazing. Trans people are also trans, and trans is have a right to be recognized. It's just a political point, but I don't feel like it will scale through with it. It's obviously just something to make the conservative happy and spice up their emotions and make them happy. Oh my God, give them something to talk about. But the next election, I can say it here. I don't know, things might change, but I can say it here that Sunak would end up not being re-elected. The Conservative Party, I don't see them staying, retaining their seats, because rather than focus on good things, they are rather chasing shadows and trying to say, as gay people, you don't have a right to seek asylum in the UK because being gay is not a strong grounds for discrimination. I mean, who says that? Except people who are basically just absurd and obviously, I'm trying to remember her name, the Home Secretary lady, just wakes up and says some things, and you begin to doubt if truly she woke up on the wrong side of bed, or she's just trying to be
Go on, sorry.
over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kelechi, for your contribution on this matter. If you're just joining us, this is Curator Breaking News Wahala. Please take your time to click the subscribe button. By clicking the subscribe button, you continue to support and make queer voices heard. Just as Mr. Chafo has said, I feel everybody has a right to identity. Though I have a different concept, I kind of feel like in a way that trans people are taking away the rights of women, but that is not a conversation we're going to be having right now. But like the Prime Minister has said, the recap of the news, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom has said a man is a man, a woman is a woman, no vice versa, and no extra. So the UK don't recognize if you're a trans person. But we here at True Talk, you are recognized. We recognize trans persons. As sexuals, we recognize everyone. We believe in our fundamental right that everybody needs to be heard, everybody is valid, everybody is loved. We love you, trans people. We continue to stand with you and we continue to speak for you. And again, I remain Chimere Henry Aonaya. This has been Breaking News Wahala, and stay tuned.